As being on Peaceville, it's that sort of underground label that aren't underground, if you know what I mean. They're a good launch pad for demo bands. You couldn't really call some of the other bigger labels underground. They've lost their underground image, I think, other labels. Peaceville is the perfect label for any struggling demo band. And I think they've helped bands like us and Anathema and At the Gates by giving us the opportunity to release an album that we otherwise wouldn't have had a chance to do. And to us, I think it is the perfect label for a band in our position.
I mean, do you feel like a musical affinity with the other two bands?
I don't think there's any similarity between any bands here tonight. The only thing that draws us together is that we're on the same label. I mean, we're all very different bands, At the Gates and Anathema and ourselves. It's just we happen to send us demos to Peaceville and they signed us up. That's the only thing we've got in common, I think.
And the other bands were saying that it was a case of they could do exactly what they wanted. There was no sort of worry about having to compromise or whatever. Is that very important for you as well?
Oh yeah, that's the beauty of Peaceville. I mean, Hammy is more or less a sound guy. Everybody likes him. Everyone that we know likes him. And he will more or less do anything you want. He won't force you to do anything you don't want. And the beauty of Peaceville, again, is we're from Bradford, which is very, very close to Dewsbury, where Peaceville are based. And if anything does go wrong, it's a 5-minute drive. Pop down and have a word with him and everything's sorted. No problems. There's rarely a telephone call between us. We always go down and chat face to face. It's so much easier. We couldn't have picked a better label, really, to start with.
Great. Okay, well, let's talk about your upcoming new album. It's called Turn Loose the Swans, and it's due out in September. How does it compare to its predecessor? Because as the flower withers, there was violins and horns and very long songs. How does it take on from there?
Well, it's a natural step, really. You would expect more of the violins and horns, and that's exactly what we're delivering. On the first album, we were a 5-piece. Martin, the violinist, was just a guest musician. Now he's officially the 6th member, and therefore there's more influence. There's so much more violin and keyboards and real obscure things that Martin's brought in with him. That's made the new album just so much better than the first one. Plus, the production on this next album is infinitely better than the first one. We've sort of had a bit of a change around with engineer, and we've had a real good go at producing it ourselves. And well, the outcome is just what we think is infinitely the best thing we've ever recorded, we think. We're influenced by a lot of classical music, which is very, very moody, and it seems that the slower stuff, to me, always seems a lot better than the quicker stuff, and so that we've slowed right down now, and the emphasis is on the doom, because it seems there's more feeling. I think, believe it or not, to us it seems easier to be sad than it does happy, even though, you know, so we can go out and have a good laugh. It just works so well for us. The guitars and the violins are such a morbid sounding instrument anyway. It's just something we like very, very much. The sadness is, it's just the image, really. We're not sad people. We just love the sadness and the mystery of obscure music.
Okay, well, very, very quickly, we talked earlier about very long songs using horns, violins. How do you translate that to the live environment? Because you don't play live very often, do you?
We do the horns and the violins live, but the horns are obviously on a sampled keyboard now, which takes a lot of time to prepare. Martin has to rehearse a lot, get used to the keyboard and everything. But we try our best to make what you hear on the LP is what you hear live, but just a lot louder and heavier, because we like to play heavy, but obviously slow and melodic as well. But we do our best to get what you hear on the LP live. That's why we've got the keyboard and the violin player in.
A lot of bands can't do that. A lot of bands, anybody can throw keyboards on their album, but putting it out live is a different story. We're fortunate enough to be able to do that with keyboards and violin.
Good, as we shall see in a moment. So thanks very much to My Dying Bride. New album, Turn Loose the Swans, out a little bit later this year. And here's a taster of things to come.
hopefully they're going to get a really, really good time. I mean, that is the most important thing. We stress that all the time. The most important thing out of all of what we're doing is for people to enjoy it. I know sometimes it seems like slash and horror and very dark and very doomy, but you can enjoy that as well. There's no boundaries on what you enjoy. We have no censorship. There's no old bars, you know, old bars or whatever. So we're just hoping that people will come together and enjoy what's going on and have a really good night, and that's the essence of the label, basically.
And before we sign off from Rock City in Nottingham, I'd just like to introduce you to our No Peace Till Nottingham competition winner, Mila Lasari, all the way from Finland. So congratulations, Mila.
Thank you.
Are you having a good time tonight?
Yes, I am. Really enjoying myself.
Now, what are you most looking forward to about the whole experience of winning an MTV competition?
Just meeting new people and getting around, and that's all.
And you obviously like this sort of music. Why do you like it so much?
It helps you relax. You don't have to think about anything. Just let it go. That's it.
Excellent. Well, congratulations, as I said. Mila sent in one postcard, didn't you? Just one, and she won. So well done indeed. I hope you continue to enjoy your evening. And right now we're going to sign off from Rock City in Nottingham. And for the rest of the show, I'll be back in the studio. So I hope you'll stay tuned and join me there. Bye-bye.